Okay. Good morning, everyone. Because of the situation at hand now, we have to be very careful as the cases of those affected by COVID-19 is increasing on a daily basis. So, this is a type of nose mask, but I think this might be complex for someone that is not a fashion designer because of the measurement that it entails and all. So, I'll be teaching us this one. It's a bit rather simple than the other one, and the process is quick and it's also effective for the protection. So what we'll be needing is an elastic band. If you don't have an elastic band, you can make use of a rope. I'll be making use of a ruler because not everyone has a measuring tape. If you are not a tailor, you might not have a measuring tape at all, so I'll be making use of a ruler. This is my check, and this is the fabric I'll be making use of. Ensure that your fabric is cotton because that's the best to use. So I'll be making use of this Ankara fabric, and the first thing we have to do is fold your fabric into two like this. This is a fabric. Fold it into two like this. Fold into two like this, and using your ruler from the top, measure. There is the side for the inches and there is the side for centimeters. This side is centimeter, and the size that the intervals are more spacious than the other is the inches for those that are not used to measuring. So I'll be using the inches side. So I'll measure let's use I'll measure 8 inches long, 8 inches long. Oh, okay. I'll have to fold in my fabric a little bit. That won't be enough. 8 inches long. And let's use 8 for the wideness. The idea is just to make a square out of the shape. Do you understand? 8, 8, 8. So we can reduce the longness by, let's say, 7. So let's use, for the length we use 7 inches, and for the breadth we use 8 inches. We use 8 inches for the breadth, and from the length we use 7 inches. So I'll be making use of my scissors to cut what I just marked out. Now open this place up. So I hope you get me to this stage. This is what I just cut out. 8 inches long and 8 inches wide and 7 inches long. 8 inches wide and 7 inches long. So I thought we'll be making use of this, and this is 5.5 inches. You can make use of 6, but I'll be making use of 5.5, but you can make use of 6. So what I'll be doing now is starting from here, using my needle and thread, because I know it's not every one of us that's going to have a machine. So using my needle and thread, starting from here, I will start my sewing. But before I start sewing, I will leave half inch. I'll tell us the importance of the half inch. So I'm going to start my stitch right from here, like this. I hope some of us did home economics when we are in junior school, and we should be used with hand stitching. Is not something that's difficult. Just make sure that the space in between is about two, maybe about 0.2 centimeter. It's not too wide and it's not too small. So as you can see, I've stitched the breadth part. You can see my hand stitch. I've stitched it at the upper side and at the lower side too. I've also done the same thing, but I leave in 1.5 inch or 2 inch, so that at the end of the stitch I can turn everything out. Now I want to show you how to put your elastic in. So you are going to be putting it in between the two fabric, like this. Watch me carefully, like this, and you bring it to this edge, like this. Can you see? Using your needle and thread, you're going to tack it. Make sure you secure that place more than once, or more than 5 times, so that it will not cut off when you wear it. You can also do a secure stitch by putting your needle in between the threads, like this. So after doing that, the length, you will now continue sewing, but make sure your hand is holding the elastic inside so it doesn't get in between your sewing. So you continue the sewing with your needle and thread down to this part and stop, and you repeat the same thing. When you get to this other edge, you bring this elastic like this. Okay, let me just sew this one and show you. Just like I said, that you are still going to repeat the same process at the other edge. So I'm about to get there, but I'll do it before getting there. The reason is that so that my hand can easily manipulate through the sewing. I don't want a difficulty, so the elastic will be here, and I'll also tack it just like I did to the first one. It can be a little bit it can be dragging a little bit, but you just be in control of the fabric and not the fabric control of you. You be in control of the fabric. Just secure it in between your fabric. Secure the elastic in between your fabric, like this. You can do as many stitches as possible till you are convinced that it will not cut off when you are trying to wear. So by the time you turn it inside out, this is what you get. Can you see how neatly it is? So to the last stage now, you are going to measure 1 inch, and from that 1 inch you are going to start your pleating. You pleat upward like this, give it like nice 3 pleats, 2 and 3. Okay, maybe what we have to do is let's use the needle because it's not the machine, so it can be. So that's a pleat. Then another pleat. You also secure that. So this is what I've done. I've made 3 pleats upward. So whatever I do here, I will repeat to the other side. So I already have a guide. So just like I did to the other side, I'm going to pleat this place too, like that. I hope you are following the process. So I'll secure my stitch that way so that it doesn't loosen up in use. And I'm going to cut that. And our nose mask is ready. Remember this place that we use for the opening that we use in turning. You can just take your needle and thread and stitch it up. But can you see that our nose mask is ready and our model will be trying it? See how cute our just concluded nose mask is lying well on our model. So in less than 10 to 15 minutes you can achieve this too. I hope you enjoyed and understand every process of the sewing and cutting. My name is Kemi Adeshogun of Kenzie Apparels. Please give us a thumb up and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.